Oh my god, it's horrible.
Hey, what is that?
Oh, sorry, I didn't see you. It was just really horrible. The spinach was really horrible.
Why? Maybe it's because of the soil?
I got this from the farm in our school.
Oh, no wonder it's terrible.
Why?
There was an erosion causing nutrient loss. Say it.
By the way, what is soil erosion?
To explain what soil erosion is, I think we gotta dress like scientists first.
Oh, brilliant. Do you bring the lab coat?
Sure, here we go.
Hello.
Hello.
So, can you tell me what is soil erosion?
Soil erosion. Soil erosion is where particles of soil are moved from one place to another, either by water or wind.
So, can you tell me the factors that affecting soil erosion?
Only water and wind.
Well, water and wind.
Yeah.
So, what are the first topic that we're going to talk about?
First, we're going to talk about water erosion and how it impacts the life and ecosystems of plants and animals living around it. It mainly occurs on a sloping land because it gives gravitational support for moving soil down the hill. In water erosion, we're talking about two layers of soil, which is the topsoil and the subsoil. And water erosion, these takes in both of them. So this creates rills and gullies, like in this picture I'm going to show you. So imagine if you have really heavy rain. It would just kill a lot of people. How? The landslides it makes and the mudslides. And not to mention it damages the ecosystem around it. So in this topsoil it contains a lot of microorganisms, and when it reaches another ecosystem like a river or a stream, it would affect the life that is living in it. When rain lands on a slope with plants on it, it will generate less chances for it to cure soil erosion. And why? This is because the plant system and the roots, they create cohesion within the soils, so the soils will be more compact and more dense, so there will be less chances for soil erosion to occur. I have prepared a little demonstration to show you how water erosion works. So here we have the soil, which is the topsoil, the nutrient-rich soil, and the subsoil, which is that dense, compact sand that I was talking to you about. And here we have water, which acts as a rain to pull the water away from the current position. Here we go. There used to be a lot of soil here, but there's almost no soil left. Why? Because water has taken it all over here. So that is water erosion.
Wind can blow anytime, anywhere, and at any direction. It is an essential element in our life. But what happens when it causes us to bad things, such as wind erosion? Soil erosion is a common phenomenon happening in the flat, bare areas or anywhere where the soil is loose, dry, and finely granulated. Wind erosion causes such as soil loss, nutrient loss, dryness, and even air pollution. In selected regions, the wind speed can exceed 5 until 9 miles per hour, which is not really good for the soil. But sadly, the climate change forecast suggests that there will be an increase of wind erosion over the next 30 years due to more droughts and more variable climate. This will cause large losses of soil and nutrients, less rain, which will support less vegetation, and there will be temperature and climate change due to atmospheric pollution, which caused by the wind erosion. Actually, there are three types of wind erosion. The first one is suspension. It is when very fine and dust particles are lifted in the air, and it's like the individual particles of the soil. The second one is salvation. It is when the major fractions of the soil are moved by the wind, and it increases velocity as they go. The last one is creep. It is when sand-sized particles are to be lifted into the air are moved, and 25% of wind erosion are in this process. Now, I got a sharpener waste, one flower pot, and one straw. This is the simplest way I can demonstrate how wind erosion works. First, I gotta put the sharpener waste to the pot, like this. Then, I can blow and make a wind through this hole. I want to create a wind by blowing the straw gently. Okay, I think that's enough. So, by creating a small wind, you can see how it affects the soil particles, and even a small wind can bring such a huge amount of soil particles and depositing it into somewhere. Can you imagine if there's a big wind and how it creates a huge soil particles movement from its original place into somewhere, which is which causes a big loss of soil and nutrient. Wind erosion and water erosion are basically the same. They happen by nature and we can stop it. So that's all I can say. Thank you.
Thank you. Keren,